Hello, welcome to the allotment on a sunny but cold Saturday late morning. It's getting on for about 11, but it is a beautiful day. It's blue sky. It's a little chilly. We're down to about a maximum of 9 for today. That's the weather. Now over to Bob for the sport. Well, the cabbages are doing very well, John. Do you want to have a look? Let me give you the big picture. All the brassicas. I will take up these nets, but I think this is broccoli, but it's really thriving now. Brussels sprout, a little bit small. I think these are, cabbages or cauliflowers, but these are broccoli. Very popular, you can see everyone's got broccoli. Let me get sorted out and I'll get back to you.
I'm Frank Desley.
And I'm Des Frankly.
And Des, John there, getting sorted out. He's taking off his jacket and he's getting down to work.
Yes, pulling out those poles. And I've no doubt that John will soon be telling us progress reports on the turmeric.
Here's the turmeric. Has obviously turned. The leaves are drying here. And this lovely crispy sound, and they've got this lovely fragrant aromatic smell. If I leave it long enough, the stems will just completely detach from the rhizome.
Ooh, that's a nice crackly sound, don't you think, Des?
No, I don't actually, Frank. I think it's rather annoying, all that crackly leaf stuff.
Really?
You know.
No, I don't. That's the sound of nature. That is, Des.
Right.
Nature drying up for the winter.
Yes, exactly. It's a bit depressing, isn't it? Winter's here, and it's all cold and miserable.
Well.
And, spring's ages away.
Yeah, but, Des, think about all the lovely things that winter provides.
Like what, Frank? What lovely things?
Well, like Christmas, for example.
Don't talk to me about Christmas, Frank. I was in town yesterday trying to get some scented candles and a bottle of Baileys. And could I?
I don't know. Des, could you?
No, Frank, I couldn't, because it was absolutely chocker in town. So I gave up and came home.
Didn't you have a cup of coffee?
I did actually, Frank. Yes, that was nice. And a big piece of chocolate cake.
So, good result there, Des. Can't beat cake.
Everything's growing quite nicely. But I just heard some rather alarming news from one of the guys here. He lives locally. As I was walking past, he said, "Did you hear the news about the plot?" And I said, "No." He said, "It's closing next year." So this plot is owned. It's privately owned, this plot. It's not owned by the local council. Someone owns it and then rents it out to the council, I guess, at some fee. I don't know how it works financially. But the guy was saying that he knows the landowner, and the landowner parents died at some point recently, and now he is liable for a very large inheritance tax bill, and it can be quite large in Japan, and so he can't pay it. So he's going to have to sell this piece of land to cover the inheritance tax. So that means I'm going to have to move. Everyone, if this is true, we're all going to have to go, because this is prime piece of land here. They're going to build some. Wow, you could build quite a nice big mansion, like you can see over there, here, down here. So there are other plots, and I have been on another plot in the past, but this was the good point about this one was that it was, because it's not near the station, the application and acceptance rate is low. So not many people apply for this, and I always get it. So my next choice might not be so lucky. So we have to leave here in January. We have to reapply, and then we have to see what we can find. So, everything's a little bit up in the air. Everything is change, isn't it? Nothing stays the same. This is one of my broccolis. Too small to pick. I think this should get much bigger than this if I leave this a few more weeks. Let's see if we can find one of my neighbours to see what we could get. No, actually, here's all quite small as well. So we'll have to leave this broccoli until it gets bigger. Today is December 13th. We will have to be off this plot kind of by the end of January. So still got like at least another month. As I said, the turmeric is slowly dying back, but these stems are still pretty solid. It'll take quite a while, but you can see by the smaller ones, it's slowly heading back. The leaves have all gone. It's just the stems. I think these onions, that's a good one. I'll take some onions. And actually, these are doing really well. I don't think they're being nibbled. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. Oh, wow! Look at the detail in the world. What can you see down here, John? Can you see any tiny bit of nibbling? This is looking pretty good, actually. Mini compo, CD radio cassette, video. What he wants is he wants your old stuff. He wants like your old videos and your old computers. I don't think he'll give you any money, he just wants them. Actually, I've been wanting to do quite a bit of decluttering, but it's a little bit difficult in Japan because there are no charity shops. So you could sell it on a kind of flea market site, but you don't want to just kind of throw it into the garbage, do you? If I have like some machine, I want to either donate it, give it to someone, but no one wants your crap. So what to do? That's one solution. That guy just say, "Oi, come back, take this old computer." I was reading about Swedish death cleaning. That's when before you get too old and decrepit, you start to downsize. You just get rid of all the stuff that's going to be got rid of anyway when you kick the bucket or kick the watering can, whatever you like, kick whatever you like. And you just start to slowly say, "Thank you, old video deck, which I haven't used for 10 years. I remember when I first got you and I watched, Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1995. But now you're just gathering dust, so I've got to get rid of you." John, back to gardening? Sure.
Well, he didn't offer me the video. I would have taken it.
What, you still watch videos, do you, Des?
No, I don't. But I'm always in the market for free stuff. If people want to give me stuff, I'll take it.
But what are you going to do with it, Des, if you got that video?
Frank, it might come in useful one day.
Come in useful, Des? What are you talking about? Or how would it come in useful?
Well, you could use it to watch old videos if you wanted.
No, Des. Nobody watches videos anymore, do they?
No.
It's all online now. It's all streaming.
Streaming?
Netflix and such like.
Netflix. Have you got Netflix?
No, I don't, Des. No. Why? Do you?
No, of course not. I can entertain myself, I'm quite content to do a little bit of origami or macrame or jiu-jitsu, any of those.
Macrame? What's macrame?
It's, string and stuff, isn't it?
String? Next thing you'll be telling me you do Lego.
Well, actually, Frank.
Oh, for God's sake, Des, don't do Lego. It's for children.
Yes, but Frank, these days you can be a kidult.
Kiddle?
Can't you? Kid and adult.
Oh, God give me strength, What's wrong with a bit of weeding around the onions, eh? Des, what's wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with weeding around the onions. That's not my point. I'm just saying that the world is full of crows.
Ooh, yeah.
They're just there everywhere.
They are.
Squawking.
Right.
Like,
oh, there you go. Des, that's a crow, Time for coffee. John, what we up to?
Looking good. Right, it's about all I need to do. Bit of weeding, picked a few onions, about 3 or 4. Bit of weeding. I said that, didn't I? Yes. But with that bombshell news that the time on this allotment is now limited, my home from home, my third place, will be redeveloped into another anonymous block of apartments. But there are lots of plots, so we just need to apply for another one. So I'm gonna have to look at the map.
And here is the map. That red arrow is the current plot. As you can see, there are about 26 other plots in the area, so I'm gonna have to investigate
and see what's available and just hope we can get one, because as I said, this one was always fairly easy to get back on because it's a bit of a walk from the station. The application rate was always a bit lower, so the others not so much, so we're gonna have to check. Well, that spoilt my Christmas, but I'm sure we'll be back gardening. We'll be back gardening next week, probably. So until then, this is John saying cheers, thanks for watching, see you next time. Bye-bye.